Hey guys, coming at you again from Thailand, here in Koh Phangan. This is Hodrim Beach behind me. I just finished a long, sweaty hike to come up here and see this pretty cool view, let you guys see it too. So for this video, I thought I'd talk about my 2 weeks here in the islands and kind of what I did here. There's 3 main islands on the east coast of Thailand, which are the main tourist destinations. That's Koh Phi Phi, Koh Tao, and Koh Phangan. I took a bus and boat down from Bangkok. It was pretty nice. I slept a lot in the bus. Koh Tao, which is the main diving island, I guess, of Thailand. That's where you get cheap certifications. There's coral reef, cool fish. So it seemed like a lot of the young got off there. After that, the bus went to Koh Phangan. And that's where I got off because I heard the nightlife wasn't that good at Koh Tao. So I figured that'd be a little better. But a tour guide explained to me that April is the hottest month of the year. You can tell I'm pretty sweaty right now. It's pretty brutal out. So he said a lot of people don't make it up here this month. And the lion's share of the boat went ahead and just went on to Koh Samui. I spent 1 day in Koh Samui, but it's fully equipped city, so it's where you might fly into if you come down here. But man, it was so hot. The streets were just deserted during the heat of the day, but there is one bar, Arc Bar, which is a hotel hostel. They've got a really big pool. They've got big parties, kind of beach pool parties on Wednesday and Friday. I've had some friends that went there, said those were pretty good. So if you are in town for a night, check out Arc Bar in Koh Samui. But the one big thing that I spent my time at is Koh Phangan, because I was going off kind of outdated information where this was the biggest party island. Now it's basically just people that have moved here for a quiet life. You will meet lots of Europeans here, but they're more just kind of the stoner crowd. The few parties I went to, like Eden or Waterfall Party or Loile Floating Boat Party, even the Jungle Party during the off week. It was just kind of minimalist techno. It was a lot of people on drugs, not a lot of intermingling, just kind of zombies standing around. But the one good party outside of the couple days before full moon was Half Moon Party. That's a week before and a week after the full moon. And those are great. That's a lot like a small American festival. It's got a big stage, good music. They actually even give you water guns. Every single person gets a water gun when you first walk in. So that sets a real fun, festive vibe. It's a lot of young, energetic, friendly Europeans. So an awesome place to meet new friends, have some fun. The only problem with all these parties is none were walking distance from each other. So you might spend a lot of money on taxis here unless you rent a motorbike, which is what I recommend. They're less than $5 a day. That's what you'll pay for a one-way taxi, and man, they are a blast. They barely take any fuel, and you'll be surprised how when you're going around town, it's just the culture here. You'll see whole families on a bike. It's completely normal for people to just jump on behind you. So I got 2 helmets. Some other parties on Hodrim Beach, which is behind me. They're setting up for full moon now. There are small parties every day at either Cactus Bar or drop-in bar, and those are pretty fun since I'm staying right behind it, so it's perfect logistics, even better than camping with tents where you might have to walk through all kinds of tents. I mean, you just go straight to your room at the end of the night. Everyone's drinking buckets. You can go out in the ocean. That's where you find the adventurous people. It's really a lot of fun. It's just the crowd was much smaller than I expected, so I really wouldn't recommend it except for the few days around full moon. The beach parties just never really got as crazy as I thought they were going to around full moon, just because there were so many competing parties around the island. But the jungle party one day before full moon was just absolutely nuts. Again, like Half Moon, full festive vibe, Europeans everywhere, everyone was friendly, happy to talk to you. It was just a really good time. So as far as my tips for Thailand in general, definitely when you're out in the sea, you can probably see those rocks. They're a lot sharper than they look. you need to wear some sort of water shoes, some shoe protection. I was out there at night and stepped on a rock, had to go get stitches. Not that fun, kept me out of the water for a while. And the most adventurous people you want to meet are out there in the water. So that's a pretty bad deal when you can't go out there. So be careful in the ocean. So in closing, Koh Phangan, where we're at right now, is really only good the couple days leading up to full moon. Or if you want to come down for the one day, the half moon festivals are good. A week before, a week after, but again, they're just like a standard festival you could have anywhere in the world. This full moon is something really special because it's really just the best logistics you can imagine. Even better than going to a tent because you're just right up the hill. And Koh Phi Phi, I've heard from over a dozen people, that's what this used to be. A couple years ago there was a curfew here and the parties just never came back. The government said you're only allowed full moon party on the beach. So everything moved to Koh Phi Phi. That's on the west coast. So for Thailand, I do Koh San Road in Bangkok, good all the time. Koh Phi Phi, basically good anytime it's not rainy season. And Koh Phangan during dry season is good for full moon parties. So look those up. I hope you appreciated these tips. And until next time, enjoy your travels and enjoy your festivals.